how I started creating content, how I started creating content afraid. I almost never posted my first video. And honestly, I don't think people talk enough about how scary it feels in the beginning, especially when you're older, especially when you're still learning, especially when everybody online looks so confident already. I remember sitting there recording videos over and over again, deleting them, watching them back, critiquing everything about myself, my voice, my face, my age, my background, the way I talked. I kept thinking, who's even going to listen to me? And if you're watching this right now, feeling the same way, I need you to know something really important. You are not weird for feeling afraid. A lot of people want to create content. A lot of people have ideas. A lot of people secretly want another chance at life, purpose, creativity, or income. But fear keeps them silent. And for me, the fear was loud. I was afraid people I knew would laugh at me. I was afraid my videos would get no views. I was afraid somebody would leave a rude comment. I was afraid I started too late. And let me tell you something honestly. When you're over 40, social media can feel intimidating because sometimes it feels like the internet only celebrates younger creators. You start comparing yourself without even realizing it. You see people editing perfectly, talking perfectly, growing fast, looking polished, and meanwhile, you're over here trying to figure out where the camera button even is. That was me. There were days I felt embarrassed even trying. And one thing people don't always tell beginners is this: creating content can feel emotionally vulnerable because you're not just posting videos, you're posting yourself, your thoughts, your voice, your energy, your confidence level, your insecurities. And that can feel terrifying in the beginning. There were times I almost quit quietly, not because I didn't care, but because I cared too much. I wanted everything to be perfect before I started. Perfect lighting, perfect setup, perfect confidence, perfect speaking voice. But perfection kept delaying me. And eventually I had to ask myself something hard. What if confidence comes after starting? That question changed everything for me because I realized most creators are not confident when they begin. They become confident because they continue. And little by little, that's what started happening for me too. Very slowly, not overnight. I started learning things one step at a time: how to record videos, how to edit, how to speak more naturally, how to stop overthinking every little thing. And honestly, AI tools helped me more than I expected. At first, I felt intimidated by AI too. I thought it was too complicated, too technical, too advanced for me. But once I started learning slowly, I realized AI could actually make creating feel less overwhelming. It helped me organize ideas, write scripts, brainstorm content, stay consistent when my confidence felt low. And no, it did not magically remove fear, but it helped remove some of the pressure. And sometimes that pressure is what stops beginners the most. Because when everything feels difficult, fear grows bigger. But when things feel simpler, you finally breathe a little easier. And I think a lot of women over 40 need to hear this right now. You are not behind. You are not too old. You do not need to become somebody else online to create meaningful content. People connect with honesty more than perfection. And honestly, some of the most powerful creators are the ones who feel relatable, not polished, not fake, not performing constantly, just real. That's what people are craving now. Real conversations, real growth, real people figuring things out. And maybe your story, your voice, your experience could help somebody else feel less alone too. I think sometimes we underestimate the value of simply showing up, even with nervousness, even with imperfect videos, even with low views in the beginning. Because, yes, low views can hurt emotionally, especially when you worked hard on something. I've had videos barely move. I've questioned myself. I've wondered if I should stop. But growth online is not always immediate. Sometimes the biggest thing happening is internal growth. Nobody else can see yet. Your confidence growing, your courage growing, your consistency growing. And that matters too. I think one of the biggest lessons I've learned is this: fear does not always disappear first. Sometimes you move while afraid. Sometimes you post while nervous. Sometimes your voice shakes. Sometimes you still doubt yourself, but you keep going anyway. And eventually, the thing that once terrified you becomes normal. Not because you magically transformed overnight, but because repetition slowly built confidence.